Hi, sweet friends. Thanks again for joining me today. If you're new here, my name is Amy and welcome to Simply Our Home. Today's video is going to be jam-packed full of pantry organization. So if you're looking for ideas for organizing your pantries, or if you're just here to relax and see how mine turns out, definitely keep on watching till the end. All right, friends, let's go ahead and get to organizing. Here's your first look at the left side of our pantry. As you can see, things are just a bit messy, and it's really hard to see what we actually have when we're all stocked. Right now, we're low on food, so I just did a grocery pickup order, and I'm ready to put some organization methods into place. We actually have an exact cabinet just like this one on the right side of our fridge, which we'll be working on a little bit later. First things first, I've gotten all of our groceries unboxed and everything out of the cabinets. So anytime that you are organizing, just remember it's always going to look a little messy and chaotic at first, but just keep with it and trust me, it will be worth it. For pantry organization, I think it's important to select a variety of clear bins and containers. These first ones are a set of 4 that I got off of Amazon. I'll do my best to link everything I can down in the description box for you. But I love these because they have their individual lids and so they can stack. Then these over here I actually got at TJ Maxx. These I think came in a set of 3, so they're a little bit bigger, and of course they don't have their own type of lids. And then these over here, I think came as a pack of 4, so I've used 2 other ones in different areas to organize with. I also have these clear bins that are perfect for all of our cereals. These also came from Amazon and I already have washed those up. And then on this side, I got a large set of these type of containers for like spaghetti noodles, sugars, and any like flour. And I've already separated them, but they come packaged like this. So they have a little piece of plastic in between to help you to get it apart. It comes with a pin as well as some labels. So we can definitely label everything and know what's in all of the containers. So I'll go ahead, get these washed up and have them drying. Then we can work on the inside of the cabinet itself.
Days without water along the sun-soaked road. We crossed over borders to get where we are, and it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you.
Off camera, I went ahead and played around with the placement of the containers, and I've already adjusted the shelves accordingly. So now it's time to get everything nice and clean before adding back the food. I was amazed at how dirty these cabinets actually were. I used the 7th generation wood cleaner, and then in some spots I had to grab a magic eraser to get that sticky, yucky residue up.
It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you.
Now I can double check and make sure that I adjusted all of the shelves correctly by putting all the containers in their new home. When I'm organizing and deciding on the placement, I'm really imagining how we use these items. If these are snacks that we grab on a regular basis, those are definitely going in the front, while those that we don't necessarily grab every day, those are going to be tucked in the back.
It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you.
Now for the most satisfying part, which I know might be a little strange. You'll have to let me know if you enjoy this, but I love getting all of the foods in their specific containers. There's something about seeing everything have a specific home, and all the clear containers makes everything easily visible. That way I know it'll make grocery shopping and making our list so much more easy. We won't be buying extra items because we don't actually know what's in the cabinet. We're going to see when an item is low and be able to replace it easily. Since we buy in bulk and shop at Sam's Club, I wanted containers that would fit most of those items without a ton of overflow. As you saw, the container that I picked for cereal was large enough to fit 2 bags of cereal, and then these lidded containers are fitting the bill perfect for our snacks. Now, any overflow items that I do have, I'm tucking them in behind the clear bins so that we can replace them when needed. If you're enjoying today's pantry organization so far, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. That really does help me out. And also let me know down in the comments if you enjoy these organization videos. I'd be happy to share more of these in the future. So I am super happy with how this has turned out. So now let's go over to this side. And this is what it currently looks like. I don't mind stacking our canned goods. I don't really like this shelf because everything's kind of just thrown in there a little bit. Just need some tidying, and this is kind of like our overflow for a lot of our different foods. So I'm gonna take all these things out and then clean and then adjust the shelving, because I'm going to be bringing over some of the flour, sugar, items like that I had in the drawer. If you remember from last video that I did some organization, I'll go over there and show you that. But some of those items are coming over to this cabinet, so I'm going to make a little bit of room, and I think this shelf right here will be perfect for that. So if you remember, we did some organizing in here. Here's our overflow of spices, and one of you were brilliant and had the suggestion to label the top so that I don't have to search through to see what spice that I need. And then as you can see, it's already kind of filled up. We added some hot cocoa powder and marshmallows and graham crackers for s'mores. And I don't know, I just think these things need to come out and go over into the pantry. I think they'll be a little bit more organized and better utilized over there.
Looking for a reason, driven by the heart, fighting for a season, with sadness fall apart. Tell me not to worry, tell me to be strong, be my true reminder of where my
now it's time to move on to the right side of our pantry. I need to clear out all the canned goods and all the food that is in here, and I'm going to take that over to the island, and then we can just do this exact same process that we did on the left-hand side. This is also a great time to check all those expiration dates and get rid of any of the food that has expired. Unfortunately, I did have to do a little switcheroo of some of the containers. The spaghetti did not fit in the container that was left, so I did a switch of the cereal container and everything worked out. So my advice to you is to buy all sorts of sizes of your containers, and maybe even more than you think you'll need. That way you won't have to stop and run out and buy something new, and if you don't use it, you can easily return it. So I'm not going to label like the rice and the macaroni and the spaghetti. You can obviously see that. But sometimes these white powders, sometimes you don't know. So stevia, I went ahead and put the things that we don't use. They're more like the reserves. So I put those in the back. So sometimes I do reach for brown sugar and our sugar substitutes. So I put them out front. Alright, so here is how the opposite side of the pantry has turned out. I think it looks so nice. It's nice and clean. I'm super happy with it. Yeah, I also want to work on this drawer. As you can see, I mean, it's not bad at all. We got this organizer here from IKEA. And so I think this is working just fine for us, but I thought we could do a little better in this area. So I'll show you real quick the organizer that I got so that we can get a lot of this color out of the drawer so it looks nice and organized and really pretty. This is the organizer that I got. I got it off of Amazon, and I love that each one will cut whatever you put in here. So you have your choice of either tin foil, plastic wrap, you could do press and seal, you could do wax paper or parchment paper. So you could definitely, do that. And then it also comes with this, and I think that keeps it from sliding in your drawers. And you can also, it looks like, hang it with some anchors and screws. So I think it's nice quality. so far as what I can tell. So we can go ahead and open it up here. This is what it looks like. I had read some reviews that sometimes it gets stuck if you didn't have this bar. And so you'll just put your tinfoil or whatever, the roll on here, push these in, and then that secures it better and helps to roll. So I think that problem is taken care of with this design. So I think what we will use is tinfoil, plastic wrap, and then I think parchment paper. So I'll go ahead and start putting this inside and we'll see how it fits and looks inside the drawer. I also almost forgot to mention that you can label it. I don't think that I will, just so that I can have the flexibility to switch them out. So just keep in mind the parchment paper that I have won't fit. It's too large, just by a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and put plastic wrap instead in this one until I can get some wax paper or some parchment paper that actually fits. So let's go ahead and test out how it cuts. We'll first test the tinfoil. Ooh, and it cuts really nice through that. Let's see how it does with the Glad Press and Seal. It also cuts really smoothly through that. And of course, really great through the plastic wrap as well. To keep it from sliding around in the drawer, I am going to use 2 of the 4 little plastic adhesives that will keep it secure. Okay, so this is how it looks in the drawers. I went ahead and pushed these back just so that I wouldn't have to open the drawer completely out. But as you see, I do have still enough room to run the blade to get the different types of sheets out. So, and I do notice that just 2 of those works pretty good. I'm sure 4 would work better, but I think that'll work perfect in this drawer. I did organize this just a little bit better, and that is how this drawer finally looks. Well, that wraps up today's kitchen pantry organization. Let's go ahead and take a look at some before and afters. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, as always, I'd appreciate a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to say hi down in the comments before you go and let me know if this was helpful. I love sharing with you a daily Bible verse, and today's comes from Psalm 113:3. From the rising of the sun to the place where it sets, the name of the Lord is to be praised. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all real soon in my next one. Take care and God bless, friends. Bye.